getting things started today. Y'all know who it is. The Green Street Wheeling and Dealing, Mink Coat Rockin' Private Jet Hoppin', longest continually operating retailer in the game, Jason Beck.
Oh, yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everyone is having an amazing day today because we finally have all made it here. That's right. Today, oh boy, I got a doozy for you guys because there's some celebration happening in the air. That's right. If you're out in the state of Missouri, that's right, because people will be pleasantly surprised because today, Missouri marijuana sales start today. That's right, Friday. But guess what? There is just one catch. Of course, there's a catch. Missouri will allow the first dispensaries to begin selling marijuana for adult use purposes on Friday. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services will begin converting medical marijuana licenses to adult use licenses on Friday. But it's unclear when each dispensary will be approved. Dispensaries had been expecting the license change on Friday, but many were under the impression that adult use sales wouldn't be permitted to start until Monday. Pleasantly surprised, said Car Delitti, the spokesman for the Missouri Cannabis Trade Association, says, while it's unclear when the state approvals will roll out, Condetti said he expects dispensaries to begin selling to the public as soon as possible. We do think sales will begin tomorrow, Cardetti said on Thursday. So how will consumers know which dispensaries are approved and when? In a quote, they absolutely ought to contact their dispensaries and check, he said. Bianca Sullivan plans to wake up at 5 a.m. Friday and start checking her email. She owns a Fresh Green dispensary in Lee Summit and in the Waldo neighborhood of Kansas City. She says, I'll just be there waiting with the staff. It's just frustrating, she said. I can just imagine this. It sounds like the lady, you remember the JCPenney's commercial when the lady's like, open, 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 open. If you remember that commercial, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like that's what all these people are doing. But nonetheless, like others, Sullivan had been planning on big crowds for Monday's opening day, but now she's scrambling to ensure she has enough staff, product, and security to handle customers through the weekend. In the quote, she says, maybe we don't have a huge line Monday morning, she said. So it might be a good thing if it's busy, but not crazy this weekend. State officials said medical marijuana dispensaries in good standing, with which most are, will see their licenses converted on Friday. We anticipate approvals tomorrow, being a fairly quick notification process, and DHSS spokeswoman Lisa Cox said. Missouri voters approved the constitutional amendment legalizing adult use cannabis in November with 53.1% of votes in favor, making the state one of 21 that allow cannabis to be sold. The vote was a big win for Missouri's medical marijuana industry and was backed by many of the current players in the industry. The ballot measure was led by the architects of the successful 2018 campaign to legalize medical cannabis. John Payne, the campaign manager for Legal Missouri 2022, the primary group that crafted the amendment, told the Star Thursday that he was a little bit surprised that the state decided to begin converting licenses on Friday sooner than most expected. Payne said he expects the state to be able to convert all of the licenses for facilities in good standing in one day. Asked if he felt the process would create an unfair advantage for facilities that aren't immediately converted, Payne said the difference would be negligible. Whatever kinks there are will be able to get worked out pretty quickly, he said. And I'll tell you what, there was another article that referenced this that talked about law enforcement and how law enforcement is getting ready, and Chicago is getting ready to brace, or Illinois is getting ready to brace, because they're about to have a major drop in revenue because all of these customers that are going to be shopping in Missouri are no longer going to be driving to Illinois for their cannabis anymore. So their tax revenues are going to drop. And oh man, what do you guys all have to say about this? This is Jason Beck reporting for High at 9 News.